Yes, guys, what is happening? Welcome back to Vinny's Talk Show. So today we've got more Piers Morgan. This is with Matt Walsh about I'm not too sure. Let me just read title. What the F is Sam Smith wearing? So yeah, let's get straight into it.
Welcome to another edition of Morgan's Mailbag, where I get to respond to your comments, questions, and on occasion, unhinged rants. Now, as usual, my producers have picked the best ones out for me, and by that I mean the ones that they hope will make my head explode. And as usual, this will be the very first time I've seen any of this, so it's all kind of live reaction. Let's get going. We start with my heated discussion with Tessa Dunlop about whether the British taxpayer should fund Prince Harry's security. He gets protection when he attends a royal event. He just wants it all the time when he's in the country.
Harry, once a prince, always a prince.
Isabel Santos Cunha declared a winner. I agree with you completely and totally, Piers, 100%. I'm not even going to waste your time explaining why. You said it all very clearly. Thank you, Isabel. It's not difficult, is it? Those two clowns in Montecito want their royal cake and eat it, and they shouldn't be allowed to guzzle it. That's it. End. Next, my one-on-one with Modern Wisdom podcaster and former Love Island contestant Chris Williamson. Full of interesting tidbits.
Mass shootings, toxic masculinity, gang violence, climate change, the financial crisis, Brexit is toxic masculinity, the election of Donald Trump, not wearing a mask, eating meat, physical fitness, fast food, capitalism is toxic masculinity, and communism is toxic masculinity, hip-hop, smelling of Axe body spray, being stoic, risk-taking, religion, but also secularism and atheism, playing board games, being interested in cars, and saying hello or have a nice day.
Coco is one of Chris's biggest female fans. She wrote, as a woman, I agree with everything you both said about the absurdity of this toxic masculinity era. Every single...
Yeah, it's true. You know, a lot of people take out of context what masculinity actually is. It's old tradition. I feel like, in some sense, we should be going back to them old traditional ways, you know, where not in a toxic way, where men are masculine again, where we're not having women dressing up, where we're not having men dressing up and putting makeup on and stuff. You know, I completely agree.
Woman who gets offended at the sheer thought of a man doing anything kind for her will be the first to send him to war. Exactly. When did we decide that all masculine traits were evil? When did we decide that men are evil? When did all this nonsense start? Most men are not evil. Most masculine traits are good. Most women would like their men to be masculine, not emasculated. And if you don't believe me, go and ask them. Who are these women that want these ridiculous, pathetic, whiny, weak doormats as their bloke? They should be shamed, not us. Well, one of the subjects my producers made me discuss with Chris was that of fapping. Google it if you're unsure, or maybe don't Google it if you're sensitive.
Fapping is a thing, but are you saying I'm pro-fapping or anti-fapping or just a pathological fapper?
I didn't even know what fapping was. This frankly toe-curling exchange motivated Chris Williamson himself to leave this comment. Who knew that fapping would be such an important topic to bond over? The bromance is real. Let's not get ahead of ourselves
here. Exactly what fapping
Chris,
is.
You're the fapper, or the non-fapper. I can't quite work out what you are. I don't partake in either a pro-fapping or non-fapping position. I'm a neutral fapper commentator. Okay? Well, next, the big brain that is Professor John Mearsheimer is on the show talking geopolitics and international war games.
I think in the case of Ukraine, it was NATO expansion eastward and the attempt to make Ukraine a Western bulwark on Russia's borders.
I mean, I would take issue with that because I think Putin is a former KGB guy who never thought the Soviet Union should be broken up. He would love to restore it as much as he could. One person wrote, there was a fantastic debate from two people with different...
My attack on the wars in Ukraine and Russia, etc. I just want to people, you know, Donald Trump said it. A woman interviewed him and said, "Who do you want to win the war?" I just want people to stop dying, young kids to stop getting hurt. The videos are horrible. It's just not nice to see at all. I just want innocent people, to stop dying over dictators who, want certain things to be like that or like this.
News, unlike all the one-sided debates where all the people are against one side. Yes, yes, yes. That is the point of Uncensored, is that I like to get people on that I may not agree with, but have a civilised debate where you can agree to disagree, explore each other's positions, argue, challenge, maybe reach points of consensus. Perhaps, God forbid, admit you might be wrong about something because the guy that you're arguing with has come up with a really good interpretation of a set of facts you hadn't thought of. That is called democracy. That's how we used to do things. What's happened to the world where you can't have that kind of civilised discussion? It's nuts. Echo chambers are the enemy. Let's get back to having spirited debate and a pint afterwards, or a cup of tea. Well, not everyone agreed. The Rambler 3713, the clue's in my name, isn't it, Rambler? Commented, Piers came to argue, Mearsheimer came to teach. That's the summary of this whole interview. Well, yeah, to a point, Lord Copper. Here's the thing. I don't agree with Mearsheimer, particularly about Putin's motivation. I think he, to be fair, as I said to him at the time, and I don't want to be ad hominem about this, I thought he was actually being taken in a bit by Putin. I wouldn't trust Putin as far as I could throw the guy, right? He is a malevolent, ruthless, selfish dictator who will kill anyone that gets in his way, as we saw with Paul Navalny recently. So I don't trust him, and I don't believe a word he says about his motivation. I think he wants to restore the Soviet Union as fast as he possibly can. Well, at Golden Child contacted us to alert me about something they want my opinion on. Piers, have you seen Sam Smith's latest looks at the Paris Fashion Week? We'd love to know what you think. I'm going to be honest, Golden Child.
Samuela.
I tried not to. But then one of my producers did alert me to a bit of footage of Sam Smith on the catwalk. And, well, look, this is it. And honestly, what's my reaction? What the is he wearing? Seriously. And you'll have to censor that because it uttered a profanity. This is censored Piers Morgan Uncensored because I can't say what I really think, which is he's fucking ridiculous. The guy has lost the plot.
Wow. Like we said, we want to bring masculinity back, but not in a toxic way. So where men can actually be masculine rather than walking around looking like Sam Smith or like just like this whole agenda in general. This is so bad. Imagine a kid going up and seeing a grown man with a beard wearing this shit. Oh my gosh. Like, bro, you need to find God, man, because this ain't good. He's just spreading the wrong message, walking around with a stick. It looks like he's just gone to Primark and grabbed a load of stuff, chucked it on some fashion parade, probably getting paid millions to do it. Devil's work. Wow.
To go along with this and respect it. No, you look like a ridiculous Viking wannabe. Nuts. Get back to singing. You've got a good voice. Stop all this nonsense. Well, after Donald Trump's recent barnstorming speech at CPAC, we invited two cultural warriors who vehemently disagree about the former president to debate. Tommy Lehrer and making his uncensored debut, the YouTuber Destiny.
When Donald Trump was my president, the economy was doing well. We ended endless wars. We started no new wars. There was relatively peace around the world with Donald Trump at the helm of the United States of America.
Yeah,
if you want to elect a comedian because he's got good charisma, then I agree that Trump definitely has better stage presence than Biden does.
Douglas Newman, 8912, wrote, there is a huge cohort of voters who would vote for an old tuna fish sandwich if the alternative is Trump. Biden's detractors are irrelevant if Trump is a Republican nominee. Yeah, it's that kind of complacency which is going to let Donald Trump win this election. I see it with so many Democrats. It doesn't matter how old and decrepit Biden is. He's doing the job. No one's going to vote Trump back in. Remember, Trump got 10 million more votes in 2020 than 2016. He never won the Iowa caucus in 2016. He did just now. He is romping away with the Republican nomination, at the same speed that Joe Biden is deteriorating before our very eyes. If Biden is the Democrat nominee, take this to the bank. Trump will be back at the White House. Well, Asaya Udin had some feedback for me personally on how the debate went. For a host, Piers did a shitty job not being partial to one side over the other. He may as well kiss the hands of Trump and shine his shoes for him too. I wouldn't shine his shoes, but I got to say this about Trump. Whatever you think of him, and I've known him a long time, and I've had times, good times with him, I've had some rough times with him, turbulent times, times I've praised him and criticised him. Whatever you think of him, what a thick skin that guy has. This is one of the greatest comebacks in the history of world politics.
No, I agree. I really like Trump. I like everything he did for America when he was first elected as president of the United States. No, just went then. Yeah, I just like him. You know, a really good president, and I think he'll do great things to America if he's elected in 2024, which he will be after he's just been shot, which will get plenty of people on his side. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. Sorry for not talking much, guys. It's just been one of them videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you lot. See you in the next one. Peace.